Riley O'Connor, following all of the temperatures here, and we didn't quite reach a record here in Portland, but some other places did.
Yeah, we were 1 degree shy. When we're that close, I'm just like, let's just get there and get the record. I'll tell you what, it did not feel like January today. It felt more like late spring in some areas as we set some record highs. And in fact, here's a list at a few that we had. Troutdale hitting 63 degrees, the old record 61. Eugene hit 68. Now that's the warmest temperature ever. Well, since January, that back in 1931 and 1914, where it hit 69 degrees. So we were way up there in Eugene. Salem even hit 64 degrees, tying the old record back in 1935. Here are the highs statewide today. Check it out. Portland 60, the old record 61. 58 in Astoria. We did see a little bit more cloud cover out towards the coast, but plenty of sunshine in Bend hitting 64 degrees. Even Pendleton today at 64, slightly cooler there in Baker City at 41 degrees. Now tonight, it's really all about the fog. In fact, I have a time lapse from tonight, and you can see mostly clear skies, but once we start to get into the late evening hours, you start to see some of that fog moving in, and you can see the visibility is already starting to be reduced there, and that's just because of that inversion in place. Now, you got to take it slow. If you're traveling tonight, you got to have plenty of space between you and the car in front of you because visibility is in Vancouver at 0, as well as Portland at the airport. Spreading out to the west, visibility is very low, of course, in Hillsborough and Scappoose at 0. A little bit better up in Kelso at 7 miles, but you go down the I-5 corridor, quite dense fog in McMinnville, even down in Salem. Through the Dalles right now 5 miles, but looking pretty good out in Pendleton. No worries there, the fog as of yet, but still thinking some fog by tomorrow morning. Right now we're sitting at 48 in Pendleton, 41 in Bend, and 46 degrees in Salem. And again, I don't think temperatures are really going to drop too much tonight, maybe a few degrees. I think we'll dip down to around 44. Dense fog will be with us through tomorrow morning as the winds will stay calm through tomorrow. Now temperatures tomorrow, really depending on when and if this fog lifts, make it to about 57 degrees. If the fog lingers a little bit longer, we could be a little bit cooler, but I do anticipate towards the end of the day we could mix some of that out and end up with a mix of sun and clouds for Portland. So the coastal forecast for tomorrow could be setting a record high in Astoria, hitting 63 degrees. Check it out down towards Newport, right around 65. Keeping it a little bit cooler in the I-5 corridor due to the fact of that fog. Again, winds will be light, so it's going to be hard to mix this out of here, but plenty of sunshine out east. In fact, Bend 65 degrees for tomorrow. Pendleton around 63, starting off with morning fog in Baker City, and some of that could be dense through the gorge. Check it out. Government Camp at 61 with the freezing level at 12,000 feet. So here's a few of those records to beat for tomorrow. Astoria 60, think we'll do that. Seaside right around 64, and the old record in Newport 1924 at 62 degrees. So we're going to keep it very mild for the next several days. In fact, morning fog, afternoon sunshine, that's going to be the trend. And then we do have a slight chance of a few showers coming in Tuesday and Wednesday, but looking dry through next weekend.
Yeah, that does look pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Thanks a lot, Riley. Well, LaMarcus Aldridge had them on their feet over at the Moda Center.